women are much more willing to come forward. They're angry, they're telling their story, they demand change. In early August, an employee at Alibaba, during one lunch break, she went to the cafeteria, then she held a loudspeaker and told all the employees in the cafeteria that there is a rape case. And then later she posted a very detailed, I would say, memo about what had happened. Then that memo eventually leaked on Weibo, and then it became a nationwide discussion about sexual harassment, drinking culture, discrimination at the workplace.
Since then, the accused Alibaba manager has been fired and arrested. 2 senior executives at the e-commerce giant have resigned, and its CEO Daniel Zhang called the company's handling of the incident a humiliation. China enacted a new civil code in January, Article 1010 of which outlined for the first time what sexual harassment is and made employers responsible for the supervision of sexual harassment in the law.
So there are improvements, but then it's very limited. There's no details. There's nothing saying if the company is found responsible for sexual harassment in the workplace, what's the consequences? So I think there are a lot of more specified regulations to make this enforceable.
And if it happens in the company, is there a support system in place in which they can safely report this issue?
She mentioned that she was called by her manager as beauty, and she was presented by her boss as a gift to the client. Every woman had some experience of being called those kind of terms, and you see a kind of solidarity. So this is absolutely not unique to Alibaba. This is happening to many, many companies, whether it's big or small.
Recent incidents also highlight China's toxic drinking culture.
酒桌文化 drinking culture is that clients and employers and companies, they are supposed to drink. So it's like one has to outcompete the other to show respect. For example, if a person in a higher position drink a glass of wine, then you're supposed to show respect by drinking more wine.
You're kind of pressured, peer pressured or professionally pressured to drink. And it's a situation that could easily, especially for women, be a bad situation.
The Chinese Communist Party's anti-corruption watchdog says it's cracking down on a culture of heavy post-work drinking and replacing it with correct values. China has been slow to absorb lessons from the global Me Too movement. But the movement may be gaining momentum again with high-profile cases like Alibaba and Chinese-Canadian pop star Chris Wu, who was arrested and charged with sexual assault of a minor, something that Wu denies.
To speak up in general is already a big step. To file protection orders or file for a legal case against someone for sexual harassment is another step up. It's not that there's more cases happening, it's just that people are willing to talk about it more because these things have been happening for decades and decades.
Women are much more willing to come forward. However, there are a lot of censorship online to women's rights groups, social media accounts. You see from one side, the government, its own state media saying, we should tame this drinking culture. We should not have those activities, events that are conducive to immoral behavior, karaoke.
In a speech to the United Nations, Chinese President Xi Jinping has pledged to promote women's rights and interests. But activists say it's not enough.
On the other hand, they don't want women to have their own voice, to organize together, to voice what they want.